What's up, beautiful people? Games Music Life podcast, episode 68. 68. You beat me to it, man. What's up? I'm your residential gamer, Nadir.
Yo, it's Kev.
So, yeah, we're back today. No Jay today. Shout out to Jay. Hope everything's okay with your brother. Get back, get healthy, whatever. You know, we got to get the pod going today. All right, man. So, let's start like we always do. What are we playing right now? I am actually still playing Uncharted. I'm actually finishing that up. Yeah. Went back to play a little Zelda last week. Other than that was it, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you what you ain't playing.
What's that?
That's that 2K.
No, I ain't playing 2K.
You ain't playing that 2K.
And I need to get in because I'm definitely sick and tired of hearing your mouth because you know that beating I took was definitely very bad. But no, I'm not playing 2K.
Yeah, hey man, it's all good. It's all good soon enough, man. I know it. But yeah, that's what I've been rocking with. I don't think I've really been playing anything else, man. Just been playing that 2K, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Unpacking a little bit. I'm actually getting real dope, man. My team is getting nasty. I figured out how to work the markets. Like I'm racking up MT like nobody's business.
Now, do they have it to where you can they have an auction and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so just like Madden. Okay.
But see, I'm learning how to work that auction. Like I'm working it out now.
You working it out?
We getting them MTs up real fast. Team's building real nice.
All right, yeah, whatever. All right, man. So first story we had to talk about was a Scorpio. Now the story leaked for the Xbox Scorpio. It was on a Spanish website and it had a leaked price. Word. So everyone's worried. You know, everyone's kind of fumbling around because that was the biggest thing everyone's worried about. The tech is there. We kind of think the game's going to come with E3, but the price was the biggest point. Even I talked about it, but the leaked price was $399.99.
Yo, man, that's lovely.
Hey, if that comes out $399.99. It's going to,
I ain't going front. That's top, man. I might listen if we get a little bit more information, man. I might go ahead and let my Xbox One just go ahead and slide on out the door. Yeah.
It's out of there.
Just rest up for the holidays.
I already had a conversation with my Xbox One. She already knows I haven't played her in a long time.
Yeah, she's looking real dusty.
Man. I talked to her. You know, I gave her a little cleanup a couple weeks ago. We don't talk about that, but yeah, if it's $399.99, it's definitely cop.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. All right, man. So next story we had was Nintendo was planning an SNES Mini this year. Yeah. That's the huge rumor going on right now. I mean, I'm not surprised about this, though.
First of all, I'm going to need Nintendo to go ahead and write me my check. Go ahead and just send it. Just go ahead and send it. Because, I mean, I've been prophesizing.
You called that early, though.
What, about 15 months now at this point? Like, I've been prophesizing this for a while. Especially once we got the announcement of the NES Classic. I'm like, SNES only makes sense. But I ain't going to lie. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Super Mario World, man, it won't get much.
One of my all-time faves. But you know what? The bigger topic is if this one comes, and we know that N64 is going to come.
Man,
and that
world on fire.
Yeah, go back to playing GoldenEye once again. Probably maybe add on a multiplayer aspect to it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I think they should definitely do that. Yeah, but that was copped. And the NES Classics are going for like $3 million online. So.
Yeah, they discontinued those, man. Yep. So, yeah, if you can get your hands on one, man, go ahead and get your flip on.
Absolutely. So, piggybacking on Nintendo news, man, the Nintendo Switch is a rumor that a Nintendo Switch Mini is going to come out, which I didn't think was really surprising as well because we both had kind of talked about how the Switch is kind of cannibalizing the 3DS. But if a Switch Mini comes out, that definitely is getting the 3DS up out of there.
I mean, how much smaller do you really need it to be, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the Switch already isn't that big. I mean, what's the benefit of getting an even smaller system? Because, I mean,
portability?
Are the Joy-Cons going to get smaller? Are they going to be attached? Is it going to be a different controller now? Like,
yeah, I don't know. I think, if anything, it'll be kind of a cheaper option, you know? But even then, if they do that, it kind of would be kind of backwards because usually you go from smaller to bigger.
Bigger, right.
You know, not bigger to smaller. But, I mean, that is the rumor going around right now. People think it's a smaller one coming out.
You know, I wouldn't put it past Nintendo to do something like that.
They got to do something because there ain't no games coming out of the pipeline.
Nah. Listen, it'll be a shame if a Mini comes out before any more games come out.
I know.
You know,
definitely because
they taking it in reverse.
They trying to sell us on that Mario Kart Deluxe that came out in 2014. Y'all ain't slick.
They saw what Grand Theft Auto did, man. They wanted to get that into.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, man. So let's see. Star Wars Battlefront 2 trailer looks amazing. It will have a story mode. The story mode is taken from perspective of Special Agent Stormtrooper. Now, when I saw it was only like a 2.5 minute clip, and then I saw like the breakdown on GameSpot. Actually, shot to GameSpot. They broke it down a little bit further, and the story actually like it's gonna be good. That's all we wanted from Battlefront 1. I'm sorry, but we all know Battlefront was broken. So I don't know. I'm not putting all my faith in it. Coming off of Andromeda, which was a turd, and think what other one? Whatever, it's EA. So I mean, EA, man, I'm a little worried. So I mean, you will get my money if the story's there. It is Star Wars, but
I think they'll get it right, man.
You think so?
That they're gonna capitalize on this movie coming out, man, and they're really going to listen to the gamers from last time, because I mean, I feel like Battlefront 1 was a lot of hype when it first came out.
Absolutely.
And it died off real quick. And EA, I think that they really paid attention this time to where they left the money on the table.
Yeah.
And they're going to put out the product that the gamers actually want to see. So I think that this iteration, man, will be a welcome iteration.
You're right. And I think even when Battlefront 1 came out, and they said that it was a story where we took it out to make the cut for the movie.
Yeah.
And everybody got ticked off at that.
It was terrible.
So yeah, like you said, man, they got to get it right, man. They got to get it right. Yeah. All right, man. So there's leaked screenshots of that shows NBA Live might be returning in 2018. It might include WNBA. Get this story all the way out of here. All right,
why?
Like why? Base 2K is like they have. It's like Converse trying to bring the Dr. J's back out. Like, why, man? You can't compete. Like, just leave them alone, man. Just get out of here. There's no way this can come out.
My thing is, like, NBA Live, man, you really thought adding the WNBA was going to be the answer? Like, is that going to be the unit shifter? Like, has that been what we've been missing in games this whole time?
Listen,
the WNBA?
We are a family-friendly show, so I'm going to keep my rant about WNBA off here.
I totally 100% believe that, those talented ladies in the WNBA, they deserve a shot to be, immortalized in a video game.
No, they don't.
As well.
I ain't trying to see no girls play. I'm not playing no video game. I'm not trying to watch them in real life, let alone play a video game with them. Unless I put a whole bunch of Brittany Grinders out there dunking. I don't want to play with no girl. I'm gonna do a funky move and do a layup. I'm not doing that, bro. Like, no,
I was trying to PC Kevin, man.
Stop that. Save it, man.
Oh my god.
And I got 4 daughters and a wife. I don't want to see either one of them on no video game playing because I'm not gonna play them. No. Absolutely not. But Diane Taurasi, get out of here, man.
Man, no. What makes it so funny, man? Somebody actually mentioned this, and I thought about it. Like, they were like, "Yo, the WNBA plus glitches. Like, come on, this is gonna be like a meme heyday." You know what I'm saying?
EA, man,
getting stuck in these.
Hey, listen, I don't know what's going on over at EA. No, I don't want to see it, man.
Oh my god.
No. Oh my god. I don't want to see. No, let me stop because I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. No, I don't want to see it. No,
man, that was funny.
Not at all, man. All right, so Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale game drops a couple weeks before the movie does.
What's going on there?
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. I am Groot. I like Groot, but get that all the way out of here. Next story, man. All right, man. So Quake Champions coming back to the scene. Is there room to? No.
What?
Quake was so old. I don't want to play Quake anymore. I feel like I'll take me back to drinking, full Mountain Dews and taking my full tower to somewhere and doing LAN parties. I don't want to play Quake anymore.
Man, when I saw that topic, man, all I think of was that Marcus Camby gift. Just get it out. If you can, man, add it in the text right up here, man. Let the people know. Just get it out.
Get it out of here. No, not at all, man. All right, man. So VR games coming this year, and their platform are Arctica for the Rift fall. Get it out of here. Fallout 4 VR Vive 2017. That might be sweet. But
man, listen, who cares about playing Fallout 4?
I don't want to do the buy-in. You know what I mean? Like, they quit trying to recycle all this old stuff, man.
That's what I'm
saying.
Like,
for real, give me something new. Like, where are the dreamers? I feel like Michael Jackson to come back. Give us the dreams, Mike.
Bro,
he had a monkey.
The only hope that VR has is this Scorpio.
Yeah.
At this point.
But even with the Scorpio, like, that's just something they're adding, they're sprinkling on. VR is done, man. It was done before it started. The buy-in was too much. Even the PlayStation VR is kind of like the placeholder VR system. Yeah. We know the Vive is much better, and Oculus got discontinued. So get that VR all the way out of here. No one's buying it. It's too much of a buy-in. Yeah. It costs too much, and it's still going to ensue seizures though, because I still think someone seized out on that Resident Evil, and no one wants to talk about it. But that might be the only one that was actually decent. But no one, VR is done. It was like
Connect 2.0.
It was like it was 3D. It was 3D
3.0.
3D glasses, man.
Yeah.
Get it out of here.
Ugh.
Exactly.
Yuck.
Get it out of here. All right, man. Let's get on to the sports, man. So David Fisdale, the coach of the Grizzlies, man, went on an epic rant. The Grizzlies in Game 2 of the Grizzlies versus. Did you see this?
Yeah, I did see it.
Hey, man, he was speaking that real.
He did.
He did, but it's not gonna help none. All he did was add a little bit of buzz to the Grizzlies and Spurs. Their little battle they got going on. So it might have added 5 more people to watch. So now they have 30 people watching that series. Yeah. No one cares. Listen, my man, you are getting big boy. You are getting rooked. So I get it. You're frustrated, but this is Pop. This is what Pop does. You are the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, the only thing I really got from that is the Grizzlies are really moving in reverse. Like they're actually showing what's wrong with the league, and a team can't be rewarded for
throwback.
Just being competitive.
They got a throwback team.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you can't win that way.
No,
like
it's too fast.
That they have out there on the floor, man. Even though they'll always be able to make the playoffs, they can always squeak in there.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to win anything at any point.
Nah,
you know
the other teams are too fast, man.
They would actually be better off tanking, but they aren't rewarded for putting a better product on the floor, and that's actually a terrible thing.
Yeah,
I wish that he would have brought that up in the press conference instead. But it's kind of the Grizzlies' own doing. You can't come see the Spurs. I mean, the Spurs won 61 games this season.
Right.
Come on, bro. Like,
right.
I mean,
and they got Pop, and they got a guy who doesn't show facial expressions and has straight back Cleo braids.
Hey, man,
you're not gonna beat them.
MVP candidate, man.
Yeah,
Jaws.
Yeah, exactly. But like you said, though, they're kind of a throwback vibe. You get the big bodies down there, they're just too slow.
Yeah,
they're trying to get that ground and pound game, and the refs they ain't trying to hear it, man.
Yep.
All right, man. So Phil Jackson disrespects the legend Melo. Says he should leave the Knicks because they can't win with him. Listen, Melo's had a tough week.
Yeah.
It's been a tough vibe. Right now for my man Melo, man, and Phil. Listen, they gotta fire Phil Jackson. Until they fire Phil Jackson, the Knicks are gonna be trash. I knew that they were definitely a lost franchise when they won the last game because it took them. It added less ping pong balls for them to get the number one pick. So I don't know what's going on in New York. I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for Melo because at this point, it's never good when your GM and your star player aren't getting along, and then you got an owner who has came out and said he doesn't know anything about basketball, which is why he hired Phil Jackson to begin with. So it's like, where are you going to go? Who's going to be the voice of reason?
Right.
So I don't know, man.
They definitely need to get rid of Phil in New York. Like, Phil Jackson's got to go, and I got love for Phil Jackson, man. I love what he did with the Bulls. I love what he did for the Lakers, but yeah, he's got to go. Like, first of all, why is it okay for management to talk about players in that manner? Because it wouldn't be okay if Melo did that to Phil and said, hey, Phil needs to get out of here. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
That it wouldn't have been okay. It would have been he's throwing the executives under the bus. He's not a team player or whatever.
Right.
But it's perfectly okay for Phil to come out and say that, hey, Melo needs to move on because he knows he can't do anything else other than try to talk him into leaving.
It's been such a weird year for the Knicks. It's such a weird year for just a basketball team. Just anything. Just think about it. You had a player in Derrick Rose who was literally missing. They didn't know where he was at. He literally left, and no one knew where he was at. You got Melo, who is the star player, and he's alienated on the team. You're not even, treating him as such, keeping him into the fold, and what exactly is the thing. You got your quote-unquote future in Porzingis, who leaves, not even having his exit interview, and they are upset because he didn't have his I guess it is an interview for the season. And the reason why he didn't go is because he was upset at the way they were treating Melo.
Yeah,
and
they said he straight hopped.
He hopped
the plane back to his home country.
Yes, and then he want to talk about him. Then when they asked him, they got in touch with him. Like, what was it about? He's like, I'm frustrated from the team. Yeah. That is never good because I don't know how long Pork and Beans is on the books. Maybe 1 year, 2 more years. You got to think he's going to bulk.
Yeah, he'll walk on you. You won't get nothing in return.
I would.
I would after the way that they treated Melo.
Absolutely,
have no incentive to want to stick around that.
If I'm quote unquote the heir apparent to him, and I'm going to be the next guy taking his reins, if you treated him like this and he gave you everything
right?
Come on,
Melo didn't do anything wrong to them.
Not at all. They just lost.
I feel bad that he wasted his prime years.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, that's the thing about it. Yes, man. Like, it was really it upsets me. Like, what is Melo gonna be remembered as? You got all his teammates. You got not teammates, but the Banana Boat crew.
Yeah.
You got D Wade. You got Bron, and you got CP3, who hasn't won anything, but he is at least competing. At least he's competing out west. At least them losing in the playoffs hasn't been totally his fault. Yeah. But for that to be his crew, and Melo ain't sniffed the playoffs.
Melo only got a patch, man. He got one patch.
Hey, man, that patch was crazy.
That hurts.
That does hurt. That hurt me a lot. That did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna put it up here too. Oh, man, look at LeBron's patches versus his patches. Yo, that hurt, man.
Oh, yeah.
That definitely hurt.
Man, you know what, though? I got confidence. That's Melo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He going to leave all those losers in New York. You know what I'm saying? Start fresh out there in L.A., man.
Yeah.
Depending on what the Clips do, I feel like that's probably going to be where he lands out, man. He's just going to start fresh, man. L.A., man. Can you imagine L.A. Melo? I imagine like that.
I'm going to think it's going to be like the Tiger Woods factor when Tiger was out there doing his shenanigans.
Yeah.
Listen, man, get out there. Get in them streets, man.
See, it actually didn't work out well for Tiger.
He just got caught.
Kind of fell down. But,
his wife should have took one for the team, bro.
I think it's gonna be like Kobe.
Melo was
caught the case.
no. Tiger was out here giving everybody that gift, and his wife should have just been like, listen, babe, I'm out here swinging this golf club. I'm the best out here. Let me do what I do. I understand I'm wrong.
She didn't get too much money.
Yeah, no.
It didn't matter. But Melo about to shake this up off of him. You know what I'm saying? Go out to L.A., drop those 50 pieces, man. Make the Clippers a contender.
I think he should, man. And move right Blake. Now, Blake Griffin has some of the worst footwork I've ever seen. But that's another story.
Blake, let Melo run the 3.
Let him run the 3? They got to pay everybody. How they going to pay everybody? There you go, something.
CP, shave a couple million off that 2.
He's supposed to get the bag.
Yeah, shave a couple million off that, bro. Let Melo get that 7, bro.
All right, all right. I'm with you, man. Hopefully, free Melo.
Free Melo.
All right. So piggybacking on that, man. The NBA playoffs are going on right now. Man, we got Harden versus Westbrook. I think the MVP votes are already in too, by the way.
Oh,
so man. I don't think so I don't think we'll have any outlook on who's going to win. I think Westbrook actually sealed it up. The Bulls are up 2-0. The Celtics might be the worst number 1 seed ever.
Yeah.
Is there any threat to the Cavs in the East? Absolutely not. I don't think anybody. I think Washington. I like Point IRS.
Yeah,
Point IRS has been balling.
The Bulls are clicking.
They are.
You know what I'm saying?
They are. And Rondo pulled a possum move on everybody.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
he's back to old Rondo right now.
He's still a champion.
He is.
I've always tried to remind folks Rondo is a champion. Let's not give the man too much heat.
Yeah, he definitely is. And them 3, for them to be playing like they are, and basically what it comes down to is the best player in the court plays for the Bulls, Jimmy Buckets, and they're out there swatting Isaiah like I'm out there playing against my son, man.
Yeah,
just swatting his shot and stuff. And I felt bad for Isaiah, everything he went through with his sister, and RIP to her. He definitely is emotional getting out there and playing. And they were just beating his shot up last game. It wasn't even close. Like they could have really.
He got no help.
No, he got no help. And when they put him in a bubble, no one else can score.
Yeah, nobody else steps up. So
yeah,
I mean that's to be understood, man. Now the Bulls, I'd be interested to see what they're gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what, Toronto's actually letting me down. I don't know what's up with Kyle Lowry. Like
he had a big shot last night.
APB out. Oh, did he?
Yeah, he had a big shot. He actually had the shot to go take him up forward. But
man, that first game, I was like, woo.
No, he looked horrible that first game. But I'm gonna tell you right now, they have no answer for the Greek Freak. They have no answer for that dude.
Antetokounmpo, he's very, very tough to guard. Like he's a tough matchup.
Yeah. They almost lost that game last night, but they have no answer for him.
Yeah, they've got me worried. Just for that reason, I don't think the Cavs have any heat coming out of the East. Mm-hmm. But I'm worried about the Cavs. I ain't gonna lie. They don't look great in that.
They had a good game last game though.
But, I mean, the 3 stars look awful though.
The Pacers are disgruntled. The Pacers have what I like to call the Lance factor, and that's the reason why they're not going to win. For Paul George came out and I knew they were going to have a bad game in game 2 when Paul George came out after game 1 and basically threw his teammate under the bus and saying I gotta get that shot and everything like that. But listen, we all know Paul George got 1 foot in LA right now. He's going to be a Laker next year.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what it comes down to. But they're just disgruntled. They're arguing with each other. Lance is out here throwing the ball around, and I knew once they signed Lance again, I thought it'd be a decent thing, but the 8th grader is going to set him back. I always thought that. He's never, especially against LeBron. Okay. For some reason, he thinks he's better than LeBron. I think he really does.
Man, where do you think that this Houston and Oklahoma City
I think it's over.
Oh, wow.
I think it is, yeah. I don't. The reason being is because James Harden's just playing too well.
That team is just playing too.
He's even the points he didn't score, he was setting his teammates up to score. He was getting to the free throw line. He is literally the best player on the court, and I think Westbrook is pressing too much, man. He's trying to make he does, and he's trying to make a lot happen. Oladipo was like he forgot how to play basketball, and but I think that series is over.
If Harden continues to outplay Westbrook, not just win, like I mean, if we get a sweep and Harden decisively outplays Westbrook, at that point, do we have to take a look back? If Westbrook, as everybody's kind of assuming that Westbrook will win the MVP, do we have to take a look back and be like, listen,
I think so.
We kind of goofed it here.
Yeah, I think so. Only because. Listen, James Harden was 2 rebounds away from averaging a triple-double.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like it was as far away, and plus his team was better.
Yeah.
He was more efficient. So if I had a vote, I would have given it to Harden.
I feel like Harden lost out just on storyline. Like the Rockets have not had a storyline at all. Like there's no betrayal, there's no Kardashian,
right?
There's no there's no championships or anything like that. Right. No switching teams. Like they've been a team on the come up, man, playing really good basketball. They've almost been the Spurs, but they haven't had a storyline. Russ is a good story.
You know what I'm saying? It is. The KD leaving. Yeah.
The revenge. You know what I'm saying? That just the nasty edge that he has. James Harden, like I could probably, think about maybe 5 times where he's actually even spoke this season.
Yo, for real. He hasn't been in front of the mic at all, really.
Been in front of the mic.
Nah, that's a great point.
So,
yeah.
If that series happens to go that way, which I honestly do feel like Houston probably just going to go ahead and walk through.
Yeah.
OKC. Now, I mean, that's not guaranteed. They got a game tonight, man. I'll be interested to check that out. But if they do.
Russell's going to play the game of his life for them to win.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, he might have dropped a 60 piece. Like, he's gonna have to go that crazy because like they don't have any answer on defense. Like I said, he doesn't. Who's gonna help Russ win?
Yeah,
somebody's gonna step up and give him at least 20, 30 points a night.
It ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. No. I don't think it's gonna happen. All right, man. So, all right, let's get to this music, man.
Okay.
All right, so J. Cole dropped a documentary. You know, it had a lot of footage on here from his from the studio getting raided. Does an interview with New York Times saying that he doesn't want to put other rappers down anymore. I don't know what J. Cole's talking about. All right, J. Cole's competitive. I'm not buying it. I'm not gonna buy the fact that he doesn't want to basically puff his chest out and say he's the best because that's what he did. And first of all, he put out that track talking about Kanye before. Like, the hip hop bothers him.
Yeah,
you know, for somebody to come out as far as hip hop to him is he's more in the Kendrick cloth. Like, they want to be the best. They will point out things that are going on for them, and even if a great lets you down, he'll talk about it like he did. So I'm not buying it. I think he's just more so tired of the record industry stuff.
Man, first thing I gotta say, man, that raid footage, man, that was very hip hop.
Yeah,
that was very hip hop, man. For that to be, you know what I'm saying, the footage that he was referencing from that song Neighbors.
Yeah,
that was dope, man.
The Shelter.
That was dope. That was a true story or whatever.
Yeah.
As far as him not wanting to compete or battle or put down other rappers, I actually feel like Cole is buying into his own music at this point. Nah, I mean, I'm being serious. Like, you know, I'm a J. Cole convert at this point for some reason. I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know what happened, whatever. But I believe in this J. Cole here.
Yeah.
But I thought it was actually kind of dope. This Kendrick album had me all messed up all week anyway, and I'm starting to feel like, man, ain't no best.
Yeah.
Like, maybe J. Cole is right, man. Maybe they are all great in their own respects, because just because Kendrick puts out good music doesn't mean that J. Cole doesn't, or just because J. Cole has a, you know, very introspective album doesn't mean that More Life ain't jamming. Like, you know, hey, it just is what it is, man. Appreciate it all for what it is. So I think that that's kind of dope of J. Cole to kind of take that stance of, you know, he ain't wanting to battle against his brother no more, but he's definitely buying into his own rhetoric.
Yeah, Jay, you're not fooling me. I think that was just something he threw out. That's how he felt at the time.
Let a rapper come dissing.
Yeah, right. Let somebody say something about him. Let somebody call him J. Cold.
Ooh.
Yeah, he'll come back. He'll come out and spit. He definitely will. All right, man. So Troy Ave delivered a diss, man. He was, I'm not even going to say he ethered Joe Budden. You know, Joe said he was too big to respond. I like it. I'm not going to lie to you. I like the fact that Troy Ave did something and said something about Casanova. And I do think that Casanova and Troy Ave stuff, they need to iron that out because that's going to end up being nasty. But even just a diss, I like the fact that it was like you talked about him and there was a diss track out just like that.
Yeah,
you know,
I do like it, man. Troy Ave low key bringing New York back. I don't.
He can stop with that new Pac stuff though.
Yeah, listen, everybody want to be Pac now.
But
have you noticed that in these last few months, man? Like,
I'm new Pac love. I'm new Pac.
Boo Pac, new Pac. The J. Cole throwing Nas to Tupac. Kendrick making reference to Tupac. Everybody want to be Pac, but maybe Drake. I mean, the Pac love is real. I wouldn't expect anything less. But Troy, I don't know that I'm happy if Troy is bringing New York back. I don't know if Troy is the guy that should be representing New York. But I ain't gonna lie. Like, for what he's doing right now, his antics right now, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
You would like it. I know you would. You would like it.
It brings me to another point, man. You know, I asked you this, but I saw you kind of dip and dodge a little bit.
I'm not gonna. Okay, go ahead.
Has Joe Budden ever won a battle? Because I mean, Little B ethered him. All right, Little B ethered him. Troy Ave just got done ethering him, man. Hove ethered him. He got ethered in an actual hip hop battle. Like, has he ever won? I mean, Raekwon, you know what I'm saying, gave him the eye jammy.
He's fought.
Consequence. Right. I think he might have beat Consequence, maybe. That wasn't on wax.
Yeah, I was loving hip hop stuff.
Yeah, so
he's fought. I can't say whether he's lost or won, but you know, Joey, he was crazy at one point, man. As far as spitting bars, he definitely beat Drake. Drake didn't respond.
Didn't really throw anything back to him.
Yeah, he didn't. He should have.
Listen, but okay, so he's too big to respond to Troy Ave, though.
Heck yeah, he's too big to respond.
Joe Budden is too big.
Hey man, no, you better not reply. You better not reply to that do guy.
Man, and he had your girl all in the video. You know what I'm saying? Licking on his face.
I like his hip hop. I do like that. I give respect to Troy for doing that.
Button got to respond, bro. That sounds like fear. I know that she got. I know that she got.
It's not.
That sounds like fear. And you know what? I've been liking Joe Budden lately.
Yeah.
Not his music, but his podcast, man, been pretty good. Everyday Struggle's been getting better.
Yeah.
Some episodes here and there.
Right.
I like what he's doing for the culture. But
I do.
He's been getting dragged around a lot in a lot of these rap.
But the thing about this though, it's kind of like
from Lupe.
It's kind of like a Jay used to always say, man. There's so much material out about him, but he can't. No one knows a lot about Troy. I guess there's a lot of ammo about Troy Ave too. You could say
official street guy.
Yeah, I guess you could. I don't know. Whether he'll respond or not, I doubt it. He said like he's not. I think he's just. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, but that's one thing about Joe. He will surprise you. I think if New Pop goes and puts some more stuff out, maybe we'll get something from him. I don't know. I hope it does. I hope it incites him to rap.
Hey, listen,
I hope it does.
I know that this guy's gotten into a lot of battles. I don't ever remember seeing him taking too many W's from him. That's all I'm gonna say.
He fought, man. They say who won. I don't know.
That might be the thumbnail, man. Joe holding up the bag of ice to his eye. That might be the thumbnail. I don't know.
You would. All right, man. So last time we did a review today. Check it out on the channel. It'll be up today. That Kendrick review. So Kendrick dropped "Damn." The world's on notice. Another album. Still coming. We don't know. We're kind of on the fence about if another album's going to come. Projected to outsell Drake's "More Life." It is what we talked about in our podcast. Is it time for a top 5 discussion? You know.
Yeah. And
I think we need to do another GML court, man.
I definitely
might need to get one.
We're getting to that time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like once I started realizing that everybody was using other Kendrick albums to kind of rate this album,
yeah,
was when I realized that he was occupying a very rare space.
Mm-hmm.
Like we weren't comparing him to his contemporaries as if to say that his stuff was already beyond where they were at. You know?
Right. It's like it goes without saying. Like, of course he's better than those guys. Which is no
okay.
slight to them. You know, it's like you got your top tier, you got your middle tier, your top tier, and then you got Kendrick. And there's no one's really on that plateau with him right now.
Yeah.
You know, making music and check out the review out, man. You'll see why. We definitely broke the entire album down. But we definitely might need to get a group together and talk about, because a lot of thing with hip hop is you get a nostalgic feel of it. And people don't want to let go of that feeling. Yeah. So it's like, I like Biggie, but was Biggie in my top 10 ever? No, he wasn't, only because people came out after him and made better music. And like you made a great analogy, we were talking in our chat the other day about Bob Cousy. Bob Cousy was a great basketball player. You put Bob Cousy against Kyrie Irving right now, and Kyrie would give him 1,000. Yeah. And that's not taking anything away from Bob Cousy, because he was great in his own time. It's just that it's changed.
The game evolved.
The game has evolved, so there's more to it. So
I mean, do you feel, one thing that really surprised me about this album, and I want to know how you feel about it, is were you surprised to see how well received it was? Like it seemed like, the world kind of stopped for this album. Everybody wanted to hear it.
I equated it to, because like we talked about in our Drake review, right? Drake has come out, and Drake's a pop star at this point.
Yeah.
He's and you might not want to hear it, but he's like on Michael Jackson levels, as far as Prince levels, as far as Lionel Richie levels. He's that type of artist right now.
Yeah.
We don't have nothing like that in hip hop. So for someone to put an album out, I think Kendrick could have put this album out kind of like Beyonce and not told anybody it was coming, and the world still would have went unnoticed. It kind of like dropped like a lemonade, like just drop here, and people went nuts because like everyone I knew literally dropped everything and listened to it, to the point where we were talking about on the review. There was other music that came out. Gorillaz dropped a track with Pusha T. Little Dragon dropped a project. Frank Ocean dropped a song. I didn't hear any of it.
All of it was out.
All of it was out because of Kendrick.
Yeah.
And I think that it's exactly what rap needs, man. And the fact that he's going at a lot of the political views of it. And just if you check out the review, listen to it, man. And he's talking about Israelites and black people and this and that. And it's like it's so much to unpack. And I think he's the only one that can pull it off.
Definitely, man. For me, it was just so weird seeing how influential his music is. Like like the culture kind of stood still, and to the point that like publications that don't even review music were talking about this album. Like,
absolutely.
I saw a lot of gaming channels making mention to
sneaker channels.
Sneaker channels out here making mention to this Kendrick Lamar album. If you really go out there, at this point, I feel like a lot of people put out their material, but there weren't album reviews about this weekend.
Because it was almost like doing a disservice unless it was so dense that you couldn't listen to it.
It deserved that respect.
Yes.
Of giving it a little bit of time. Nobody wanted to rush to it. Everybody kind of wanted to see what it was. Like, you just don't see that.
No.
More Life, it seemed like folks were talking about that come midnight.
But it's out of there.
It's out of there now.
It's out of there.
It's out of there now.
Yeah.
But to see people really take to this music, and it's not to say that any other artist is doing this, but it's not a bunch of like really pop or easy listening or easy to digest music. It's refreshing to see in the game. You know
it is definitely.
It doesn't have to be future. Because I mean, Lord knows, man, Mask Off. I mean, come on,
that's
a hip hop classic.
I tell you what got me though, man, was like everyone that his peers that they've talked to. Like I know it's a clip where Wale talked about Kendrick was the best rapper, and like his peers even consider him that, and. So yeah, man, I think a GML court needs to happen. We need to talk about this.
Got to. Got to talk.
Not just him. I think some other artists who have came up who probably eclipsed some of the greats in the past too. Not taking anything away from them, But once again, that Bob Cousy analogy. But we definitely need to talk about it.
Kendrick probably the best active rapper in the game right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's got an interview coming with Zane Lowe this week. Now, Friday.
One last thing I had to kind of throw in there, bro.
What's up?
Like the one person who has benefited the most from Kendrick doing well has actually been Lupe. Lupe has been in the conversation more now than I've ever.
What?
He's the only other artist that's really coming up.
And the thing about it is, it's great you bring that up because everyone's bringing him up because he doesn't get the respect that he's due.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is because the dude can rap his butt off. He's a nerd. And nobody wants smoke.
I think
that smoke.
I think that with this album, a lot of people who are, a lot more meticulous with their listening, they're saying to themselves, "Oh, if you like this, then you'll really like this guy too." You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely trying to give him that in. But I thought that was dope that Lupe Fiasco's name was coming up.
It definitely has come up in a couple podcasts we listen to. But with that being said, though, give the Kendrick a listen. Everybody needs to and check the review out. We definitely broke it all the way down, but let us know. But I had enough. But you got anything else?
No, man. Nas lost for the.
I'm tired of it, bro. At this point, I'm gonna give Nas a pass. I'm letting up on Nas because he ain't do nothing wrong.
Right.
Although he does got a project
we
coming.
We actually both like him.
We do love Nas. Anybody who listen, Nas lost is a running joke of our other person who's not here right now. That's why we give Nas slander. So it's not like we really hate Nas. I want to go ahead and say that. We get hit up like
why do you guys
y'all don't like Nas? No.
It started off as a joke.
Yeah, it started off as a joke, but that's just it. But he does have a project coming.
Yeah, he does have a project.
He has a project coming.
Nas album done.
Yeah, if it's not good, I'm gonna kill it. He
actually also said King Kendrick was best thing. Captain Pop Live.
He did.
Yeah, there you go.
Yo, so I'm Nadir.
It's Kev.
2/3 of the super group that's GamesMusicLyfe. GamesMusicLyfe podcast, episode 68 in the books. Peace.